Welcome to the version 1 SAM Teams series of short fireside chats. My name is Jason Pepper and I will be joined in these sessions by my colleague Brian Lavelle. In each of these videos we will take a few minutes to talk about all things software asset management and license optimization and highlight some of the license impacts caused by typical business compelling events or change. In this chat we'll discuss some of the challenges that you may face when using a SAM tool to manage your multi-vendor software estate and steps that you can take to mitigate against any risks.
So a topic that comes up a lot when we talk to customers is about SAM tools. It's something that customers can invest quite a lot of money in. A lot of customers feel it's a solution to SAM problems. What's your kind of view on tools in general? What customers experience with them? What they need to look out for?
Well, first thing to say is that there is a lot of very powerful SAM tools on the market, and they do serve a purpose. As a kind of SAM industry person, we have a mantra in that industry, which is that actually you need people, process, and tools. So a tool is not a single solution. You need knowledgeable people to implement the tool, you need knowledgeable people to use the tool, and you need knowledgeable people to analyse the results from that tool. You also need process and methodology to ensure that the information that's going into the tool is pertinent and is correct, and is timely, and also gives you the full coverage, because you can have a tool that only covers 60% of the business, you've still got a 40% problem. So the problem with tools is that they're often sold as being the 100% solution,
right? And
they're not.
Okay.
They need to be taken with in its entirety with the process and the people as well. And it can create a potential compliance risk, because if you implement a tool and you think you're covered, you could well have a problem where the tool's telling you that you're compliant, and actually, because the tool doesn't fully cover the nuances of the software, you're actually not compliant. And when you get audited, because you will get audited, you're going to get a nasty result.
Okay. So if I'm a customer, say that I've invested in the tool, so it's not going anywhere because we spent a lot of money on it. What would you say are stuff that I should look at, or stuff I should think about on the back of already having something like that in place?
Well, the first thing I would say is look to do some independent analysis of the results. So potentially look to run an independent audit of a particular vendor or a particular suite of software for that vendor. Mm-hmm. Look at those results and say, how do my independently audited created results compare to the results I'm getting from the tool? Because that will give you some comfort that what the tool is telling you is correct. One of the other things to think about also is that tools aren't generally able to read contracts.
Okay.
So some of the problems that can stem from kind of understanding what your entitlement is how that contract's been read and interpreted and then input into the tool. It can be some enterprise software contracts can be very complex. The metrics for the software itself can be complex. How you measure it can be complex, and there are thousands of combinations of product, metric, term, type of license as well. Could it be, for example, is it a full use license? Is it a registered use license, etc.? And it's very, very difficult for software tools to identify all of those different nuances. So I'd say an independent analysis of the data that's going in, and an independent analysis of the values that you're getting out, just to make sure that you're happy. And also coverage. How do you know you have full coverage? What constitutes full coverage? Are you happy with 80%? Are you happy with 60%? That's ideally you'd want 100%, but that's quite often very difficult to achieve, especially in large enterprise organisations with complex networks.
Okay, so I think what I'm hearing is that if it's done the right way, if it's done as part of your SAM strategy, then there are lots of benefits you can get from.
Absolutely, yeah. There are totally, yeah. So the benefits. I would say it's not a single tool to solve the problem. It's a bit like not one ring to rule them all.
Yeah.
You're going to need potentially different tools to solve different parts of the problem depending upon the vendor, where the software sits, how it's measured, etc. And a SAM kind of strategy brings together all of those pieces of data. And so a tool can deliver reduced budget waste. It can ensure that you've got a reduced risk of non-compliance.
Yeah.
And overall, it can help you kind of automate, speed up, and scale your SAM data management. But it has to be done under the kind of umbrella of a SAM process and methodology. You can't kind of install a tool and say, job done.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good to think about.
Good.
This fireside chat is part of a series of chats covering a wide range of license topics, which you can find at our SAM YouTube playlist below. You can also review our content on LinkedIn by using the hashtag SAMVideoChat. Finally, if you have a license concern or would like to understand how your IT projects impact your enterprise licensing, please contact us for an initial complimentary consultation at www.version1.com/contact. Thank you.